Hey, what's going on, guys? We just got set up over here. It's a hot one out today, too. How's everybody doing? You guys staying cool? Anybody fishing? Hey, what's up, KY? Hey, Tom. What's up, Logan? Logan, we just got here. We literally just got the rods out. Somehow we broke the tripod for the camera, though. Hopefully, we can keep it from falling apart on us. How you guys doing? What's up, Robert? Well, I hope you tear them up on it, Tom. Eddie, where you fishing at? KY, I'm doing really good. Said we're trying to stay cool. That's about it. We're under a good shade tree, though. If you guys are just joining us, hit that like button, please. Clayton, you need to get out from under that tree, bud. We don't want to lose that lure over here. Is that down in North Carolina? I think I've heard of it. What the? Some kind of bug just scared me. You guys haven't checked out our newest video yet. You might want to take a look at it. Well, I hope you tear them up on it. So we did release a new video today where we caught a ghost carp, some grass carp, all kinds of goodies. Oh, nice, Logan! Don't forget to finish it. Don't forget to hit that like button on it, please. I think for this stream, once it's done, I'm gonna make it not visible to the public. Uh, that way, more people see the new release, you know. And then after a week or so, we might make this one public again. Seems like a lot of people go back through and watch some of the old live streams, so that's kind of cool, you know. I'm gonna try. Sure will. Never know. We usually don't catch many big ones over here, but last time we was here, we did catch one. It was like 17 or 18 pounds. Yes, Tom. It's a coarse ground, is what it is. If you want to hit me up on Facebook when I get home, I can send you a picture of what it looks like. KY, I really don't know what my PB is. I've been fishing for carp for, gee whiz, bud, 26 years probably. What's up, Perez? Back before the old camera cell phones and stuff. I've caught, I don't know, probably a couple handfuls in the 30-pound range. Nothing over mid 30s, but I don't remember the exact amount. Robert, we're going to try. Not likely where we're at, but you never know. Really? Well, that's a heck of a deal, Tom. I'll be honest with you. For a 25-pound bag, it cost me about $40. The wheat brand costs more than the millet. I think it's $40 for a 25-pound bag, or maybe it's $35. So that's a hell of a deal. Send me a link to it. The one I use, I get from an Amish store, and they sell stuff in bulk for like restaurants and things like that. Yep. I don't know if there is a best flavor. You like running taco? Have you? um, Hog sauce does have one called running taco, I think. What's the name of the feed store though? I might take a look. Maybe they can ship it to me. So that's a really good deal. I think all flavors pretty much work though, guys. I've caught fish on every brand, every flavor. Heck, I've caught a bunch on plain bait. Speaking of taco, my daughter or her graduation party is tomorrow. We're having a taco bar for the graduation party. That should be fun. I'll be ready to tear up some taco meat. My wife cooked up, I forget how many pounds she cooked up today, but quite a bit. Uh, Tom, if you want, shoot me a message and remind me, so that way when I'm done streaming tonight, that I'll send you a picture of it just so you can make sure it is the same thing. You know, I know too many times I went out and bought stuff thinking I was getting something, and it ended up being something else. What, bud?
Do we need to bring out that jig again?
Yeah, I don't know. We might need to break out a crappie jig to catch some of these carp. That's how it was the other day. It seemed like. Prez, where are you from? I've asked you before, but I have a hard time remembering stuff. I've poured too many no roll sinkers in my time. I can't remember half the stuff you know, that I should anyway. Plastic flavor, there you go. We got plastic beads on. They seem to work pretty good. We're getting to the time of year where they just don't bite that good, especially during the day. They hit a lot better, when it cools off and the sun goes down. It's been real hot around my area. Whoa. Clayton brought a couple different spinner baits. He's going to see if he can't catch a bass. How many of you guys like to fish for bass? I just never really got into it that much. I'm in Indiana. We're fishing over here at Springwood Park. If you're local, come by and sit down and hang out with us. We'll try to catch them today, but who knows? You know how fishing is. Tear them up one day, nothing the next. I will say we've had a pretty good year, though, all in all. Caught quite a few unique fish, koys, goldfish, that grass carp, um, ghost carp. We've caught quite a few different unique fish this year. I'm gonna have to come up with some other stuff. What's up, Dylan? You gonna come hang out with us? It's pretty nice out underneath this shade tree. Nice little breeze right here. We might still be here. We'll stay for a few hours. Need help, bud, or you got it? If you guys notice, Dylan has a little green badge beside his name. That's something new that YouTube's allowing us to offer as memberships. Super cheap to help support your channel. $1.99 is the lowest tier. And you get members only perks like some really cool emojis and emotes or whatever you want to call them. I don't even know what they're called. You get some members only access to some videos and whatnot. Something you might consider if you guys are interested. That sounds good, Dylan.
Going over.
Say might. What rod you guys think's gonna take off? One of these three or down there by the no fishing sign? Don't forget to hit that like button, please. Anybody local to the area that's fishing Saturday night? I know there's a qualifier up in Highway Springs.
Are you gonna try to do it?
The right rod? Okay. We shall see. We got three more down here next to a no fishing sign, so I feel like one of them will probably take off. It's called Springwood Park. It's in Richmond, Indiana, if you want to look it up. It was contaminated years back by some factories up on the hill that you can't see from here. Over where the no fishing sign is, straight out from that, there's like a concrete platform. It's all beat up and broken down, but years ago it used to be a hot spot. We used to have diving boards. This place used to be a big deal for people to come over here and swim. It was a little beach over there, and it was a happening place at one time before I was born. And then I guess those factories dumped a bunch of chemicals in here, and that's why the sign's up. If you fish it, you definitely shouldn't eat anything from over here. You might glow at night if you do. Might be radioactive. But I don't know. Might be the cure for coronavirus if you eat some of these fish. Chemicals might kill the virus. I don't know. Possible, right? I think we need like 26 more subs to hit 2,300, guys. That's pretty cool. We've been growing pretty steadily. Appreciate everybody's support. Uh-oh, we got one on the left rod, guys. Get it, bud. I think, yeah, Waterfall Road. That's it. Might be able to Google zoom down and see us right. Look, I'm waving, man. See if you can use the satellite. Pick me up right here. And Michael, I got your message. I didn't have time to respond before we went live about, kids and whatnot. Yeah, sometimes kids can't chew gum and walk at the same time, Mine, anyway. I probably confused him, though. Uh-oh, he said it popped off, guys. Oh, I guarantee I was worse. No, no joke. He said it was really small anyway, guys. But I'm pretty fortunate. I got really good kids, guys. They're really good kids. Couldn't ask for anything better. I could ask for a boat. You think anybody could trade one for like a boat or something like that? Yeah, my dad used to tell me to grab stuff too. He still does. Hey, we get enough members signed up, we'll be able to get us a boat. What do you think? Clayton looked over here and laughed at me. I'm gonna bait this rod up real quick, guys, so I won't see the chat for a second. All right, I'm back, boys. Who we got watching still? Michael, you still here? Yeah, that 90 degrees might hurt you a little bit. Yeah, Middle Fork, I've caught a lot of 30 pounders over there, actually. And I just gave you moderator, Michael. So I'm going to need you to trade me that boat in return, okay? I think that's a fair deal. I really do. Don't you? But Middle Fork's got some hogs in it. Bow fishermen over the last several years have kind of killed out the population quite a bit, but there's still a lot of 20 pounders in there. No, no, I'm not taking over the payments. I'm just taking over the boat. You boys need that emote that Dylan's got. All you gotta do is hit that join button next to the subscribe button. Gives you all kinds of members only perks. Cheapest tier is $1.99, guys. It really goes a long way to help support the channel. I get people all the time that ask about my truck. They're, oh, I'd like to have that truck. And I say, you can have it. You just got to take over the payments. Me and the wife been wanting to get into a camper really bad. Something small. Just can't really find anything right now. Well, for one, we don't have the money to buy one anyway, but everything's far away and overpriced. We'd like to be able to get out and do some overnight videos and maybe some camping videos and stuff like that. See if you guys would enjoy that stuff. Sometimes it's just nice to get away, you know. Uncle Don, I see Uncle Donnie's car. He's just rolling in. I do have a tent, Dylan. Yeah, you know I got a tent. I sent you a picture of it. I gotta wash my hand.
Where's this from?
Where were you at?
Where's that from?
What? Uncle Donnie.
Where's it from?
McDonald's, isn't it?
Looks like the cup is.
You were driving all the way to Ohio from Omaha? Put that in the blue bag, bud. I don't know where that's from, actually. Not very good. Man, you did want her bad. Well, at least you ended up with her. Was that a good thing or a bad thing? Uh-oh, one on the far right. Just had a little baby bump. No, I can tell you're a family man. I think that's a good thing, dude. I made you moderator so you can drop a link to your channel in there now and other people will see it. So if you want, drop a link. I know there's not many people watching right this second, but if you hang out for a while, we might get might get a crowd. Sometimes we get 20 or 30 people at a time. I figured this time of day it would be pretty slow. Not too many people joining because of work. You might drop a link to your channel. That way it's easier for people to click on it and see it. Used to, you could just click on the person's name and it would take you there, but they changed it now. There you go. Raymond, we are at Springwood Park. I hear Uncle Donnie setting the alarm off on the other end. No, I think you could fish it, Dylan. Just don't throw too far out and you'd be fine.
We're at.
What's up, Uncle Donnie?
What's going on?
Doing pretty good, Michael. How are you doing, bud?
Donnie, where is this at? I've never seen this cup before.
Don't like it.
No, I like it. I'm just saying, where's it from?
It was up there.
Yeah, it's on my cell phone.
What would that be? You know where Claire's restaurant is? Or pizza joint? Claire's?
Oh, Clara's? Yeah, yeah.
It's that station to the north right there on the left.
Oh, a gas station? Oh, I didn't think you'd get out and get one. You like to go in gas stations?
No, I don't like to, but I'd have to drive all the way
Oh,
70 or all the way back to Salisbury.
yeah.
I didn't think you was worth all that.
You didn't have to, man. I just if you was going, you know what I mean.
I got you one.
I appreciate it.
It. You.
I appreciate it.
No problem, boys.
I got heartburn really bad, and when I drink water, it makes it worse for some reason. Does it do that to you?
Sometimes, yeah.
I don't know why it does that to
I
me.
tell you
But
something, help mine when nothing else will.
it might. We had a bump on it.
Is that pickle bologna. If you get one you can't get rid of, take your bite of that pickle bologna.
What?
There's something about that, it'll stop them every time. And crackers. 'Cause I used to get some good candies from drinking beer.
Yeah. What's your guys' favorite remedy for heartburn?
There you go.
Uncle Donnie said he likes pickled bologna for it, right? And crackers. Well, I feel like if I ate pickled bologna while I had heartburn, I feel like it would destroy me.
You think you would, but it's opposite.
Of course, I don't like bologna anyway. Ginger ale?
Oh, ginger ale.
Michael, you can't complain as long as you're catching something, that's for sure. I'm always happy just to catch anything. Heck, if I'm fishing and not catching, I'm still happy just to be out and enjoy the fresh air.
Like good old night fishing.
Did you watch Chunky Cats for a while last night? I watched for probably an hour,
Hey,
and he hadn't caught anything when I was watching. Did he end up catching quite a few or no?
Nope. This ain't heartburn, guys. The little mosquitoes already eating me up.
Ow.
They just
My wife always tries to get me to take a Zantac.
anything on TV.
Oh, nice. He caught a 20-pounder.
Try that, that'll help heartburn.
Oh, yeah, I like chocolate.
That'll help heartburn.
It looked like he had a monster storm about to roll in. Kept lightning. Here, take that back over. Yeah, that's a nice one. Really? Apple cider vinegar too? To me, those seem like they would make it worse.
We asked my mom apple cider vinegar.
When I was watching him, I'm gonna get a drink, guys. Come on. Looked like he had a bunch of gar messing with his bait. And yeah, same here. My wife thinks apple cider vinegar is like a miracle thing herself. I used to, she used to make me drink like, I don't know, 1 or 2 cups a day of water with apple cider vinegar mixed in it. God, it tasted terrible. That stuff tasted nasty.
It's on. Rubber.
You can't put it on?
That wasn't your last time.
Yeah, it was here last time. They dug it a few weeks ago. Somebody did.
I don't remember seeing it.
Yeah, I rolled my ankle in it more than once.
That's perfect for it.
Yeah. I put the carp cradle over it, I think, after I did it a couple times.
Why'd you make you take apple cider vinegar?
A lot of people think it has healing stuff.
Good for you. Buddy.
I am probably a little over an hour from Cincinnati.
North.
Yeah, I'm northwest. You missed Amesworth. Who's that?
What you did.
Well, next time you're there, just shoot me a message or something. Maybe we'll meet up, get some bite to eat at a restaurant or something.
I'll have to get out. Very glad you ate baseball. You'd have been getting up wet.
If restaurants are open, I guess that could be the key there. Well, I mean, we could fish too, yeah. Restaurants probably won't be open anyway because COVID.
Close too early. 2 o'clock.
Hmm?
Maggie's lot of them close at 2. Like LaVon closes at 2.
Does she really?
2 or 4.
Well, you saw Indiana's mandatory mask starting Monday.
Really.
Yeah, if you're out in public, you got to have a mask on.
Even out like this.
Uh-oh, far rod, get it, Uncle Donnie.
I can't bring them in.
Well, you just lost, Big Muddy. As soon as it went off, Big Muddy says he had $5 on the right rod, and then that one took off. We'll accept that $5 as a tier 2 membership. Are you serious? Are you sure? Oh, here, don't flip it up. This is the smallest carp I've ever seen.
One thing about it, won't be hard to beat me.
Like he's got the fish tank.
I've got the big one though so far, doesn't it? I'm in the lead. I'd of course never had one come that far yet before. He came from way up there.
That up against the wagon there. I'm gonna take you guys over and try to show it to you without my phone falling off the tripod. I broke it earlier, I guess.
Donnie, that's a monster.
Clayton, hold it up a little bit for him.
I don't think they can
Move
see
the
it.
net around or hold it up just a little bit. Scoop your hands under it.
Watch it tight now. jumpers, man, when the
There you go. There we go, guys. Is that a cutie or what? That's a cutie patootie. Look at a cutie patootie.
see,
All right, put him back in, bud.
see why you boys want me to get that one. Look where it's pulling in.
That's right, Uncle Donnie. We let Uncle Donnie get it because we knew it was a baby, right, guys?
And about lost it. Sure.
That's my uncle. I don't think you guys have seen my dad,
I used to fish with Bill Dance a lot.
but they look like twins just about if you have seen them. Uncle Donnie said he used to fish with Bill Dance all the time. Gone fishing with Bill Dance today.
I think it was in the late 70s.
Late 70s, he said. He was probably one of them camera guys that dropped the cameras in the water all the time.
I'd hook them, give the pole to Bill.
He said he used to hook the fish for him and then hand them the rod. That way he'd have something to reel in. That way he could make a TV show.
Made him look good, didn't it? You gonna make this one? Hey, I'm catching bluegill like crazy out here. Reservoir. Big one.
There's a bunch of bluegill right there next to the bank.
I caught some off the
If the guy had something to hook them with. Guys, I'm going to bait this rod up. I'll be right back.
A couple of days ago, I fished the reservoir and then Big Lee called me.
Yeah.
I got some good runs over there too, buddy. I was fishing for cat.
Turtle.
It's all right. I did have a turtle run, a dandy. But it had to be a turtle because he went up that little cove. Then he hit the bank.
Where'd you fish at?
Where you do, right there at the playground.
Oh, you went over that hill?
Remember the one time we saw Donnie do it?
What I do, trip, roll out down the hill?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that was
son of a
crazy.
gun. You put grease on that big rod, didn't you?
I'm surprised you're all right from fishing over there.
Donnie's
I would have
crazy.
done good that day, boys. I was getting some
Yeah, we're just like, we're fishing down here and we see Donnie act Spider-Man.
When was that?
Huh?
When was that?
Daddy, remember? We're like, I don't know, one time we're at the playground and you're over here just hopping down the rocks.
Oh, you mean like going down fast?
Yeah.
That's how you do it, boys. You get down there quicker.
Oh my God, Donnie. That's how you break your ankle or something.
You ought to see me 2 days ago. I ran up that hill
Why?
because it's easier. What you do, you look to where you're going to put your feet
Yeah.
and where you're going to grab onto and then just take off, man. Buddy, if you go too slow, you can make a mistake sometimes. But I wouldn't suggest you to do it.
You have a bass competition?
Look here what I got you on, buddy.
You have a bass competition?
No, I've never did no bass. I'd only catch them for Bill. Bill Dan. He couldn't catch them. After we do a video, he'd say, "You're the best fisherman I ever seen, Donnie."
Gone fishing with Uncle Donnie today.
Yeah, I was the one that came up for that one. He's still fishing.
I don't know. I like watching old Jimmy Houston. He's got his.
Oh, I seen
He
him.
got a little YouTube channel.
I seen him the other day with those catfish, Dave or somebody.
Jimmy Houston?
Yeah.
Really?
Freaked me out, yeah.
Oh.
It was somebody like that.
Could you guys imagine? It could have been Gone Fishing with Uncle Donnie today. That would have been a much better show.
I would have got him
Would have been much better.
Yeah,
Hey, you guys watch Jimmy Houston? I've been watching. Lucy had triplets for the deer. Have you seen that?
no.
You ain't seen that,
What
no?
is it?
He's got like two deer that you know they always come around. So he put scarves on them. They're basically pet deer now. They were wild deer, but one of them got pregnant and had triplets the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he put scarves on them. He's trying to keep them in his building a little bit until they're not so like coyotes and stuff can't get them for a while. But
Well,
yeah,
about that.
yeah,
Triplets. We don't see triplets too much.
that's what he said. He thought there was only two, and then there ended up being a third one. But
Well, that's cool.
Jolene likes watching it.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, I like Jimmy Houston. He seems like a good dude.
After that video, I forget who was fishing with him that day. He said Jimmy Houston is the same on or off. He said he's that way.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
He said he never changed. Said he's one heck of a
Yeah, James. I think I do remember talking to you. I don't think I've heard of Virgil Ward, Big Muddy.
Oh, I've heard of him.
Uncle Donnie says he has, but I've never heard of him. It's Donnie, Donnie. But who is it? He may not heard of him. He might be wrong. Is he a carp fisherman, bass fisherman? Is he an old timer? I can't look it up on my phone while we're doing the stream. All right, check it out. There you go, Uncle Donnie. We need to get a whole Uncle Donnie video compilation together. What do you guys think?
The whole video will be Donnie saying, "It's a hog."
Yeah. You guys would have to get used to hearing Uncle Donnie say, "It's a hog, it's a hog." We're over in Richmond, Indiana, so we're in Indiana. James, where are you from? I won't be able to click on it, Big Muddy, if that's like a link to his. Like I said, while I'm streaming, if I click on it, it'll end my stream for some reason. But if you want, you can message it to me through Facebook. We'll check it out later. What time is it over there, James? I do remember talking to you a few times. I think you watched one or two streams. What's Nebraska known for? Isn't there something they're known for? I can't think of it. What? No. Seems like they're known for something. Yep, like I said, I remember you.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you had two phones there.
I think all these places are known for that. Corn, yeah, maybe that's it. Then like one of the teams, the Nebraska Corn Huskers or something like that, maybe? I can't remember. James, we just landed one. If you skip back probably 5 minutes ago, we landed a little tiny one. And we had one get off a little bit ago, too. So in 45 minutes, we've had two on, landed one. I have never eaten a carp. I like to catch them too much. That being said, though, I do know people that have. My dad has eaten carp years ago when I was a kid. He had a friend that, I forget, he'd like smoke them or something, and they said it was really good, but I don't eat fish at all, actually. I have no idea.
Little worm on the end of
It's possible. I think there's a lot of places that people eat them.
it.
I believe that's why they were first introduced into the USA, wasn't it? They were going to be a cheap food source or something. I don't remember. I think I read that somewhere or something. A lot of countries, like, I don't know. It's like a big food source for them. He might, Dylan. He might. I just don't like to eat fish personally. I don't like the taste of it. Uh-oh, boys, we got one on the other end down there.
It's a hot one.
We're going to let Uncle Donnie get this one too, I think. Where's the net at? Uh-oh, boys. This is a little concoction that I came up with too, guys. It's a strawberry flavor. First time I'm using it. Seems to be doing really good. Yeah, that's Uncle Donnie running. Uncle Donnie's faster than all of us. He comes out here for the stream almost every time we come. She popped off, guys. I'm gonna bait this one up. Probably bait the other one up too. It got in the line of it. Yeah, there you go. Life tips from Uncle Don. If you guys are just joining us, hit that like button, man. We really appreciate it. If you want to share the video on Facebook or something, help get a few more people in here, it'd be awesome. James, good luck to you. Catch a big one. The no fishing sign, it's contaminated over here, so. I'm gonna cast this one out.
Hey, just out of curiosity, you do any good out here? I ain't
We
been out here
catch-
for years.
Yeah, we catch little carp out here. That's about it.
I just think it's funny. You ought to take that picture. The sign you're standing by, no fishing allowed.
I talked to the DNR. They said that they wouldn't enforce it.
Well, I mean, years ago, people fished here, but then it went back to they couldn't fish. When I was a kid, they had a beach here.
Yeah, what it is supposedly the water's contaminated. Is the reason, like, you shouldn't eat a fish out of here. But like I talked to the game warden. They said that to actually say that you can't fish here, it's called Springwood Park because of the lake and everything. And they said that the tax dollars pay for it, they would actually have to shut it down. You know, not allow people in here at all. I don't know.
Well,
I've had the
why?
cops drive by. I let a cop reel one in front of this sign one day. So.
Hey, why is it contaminated? I mean, it
I
went.
guess those factories up there put like years ago put chemicals. That's what I was. I mean, I don't really know, but
Because I know when I was a kid, like I said, that we fished or we swam.
yeah, I was just. I'm live streaming on YouTube right now, and I was just telling them that at one time before my time, I guess this was a really hot spot that had
yeah.
diving boards right there. And,
Well, there's diving boards, there was concession stands.
this
Well, I
was
mean,
like
I
a
was
beach
little.
too, wasn't that where people?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was
so-
little. Even our church, we used to come over here and baptize
Yeah.
right here in the river,
Yeah.
and they stopped all that.
Well, see, that's just like that river, or whatever. You got the waterfall, but if this is contaminated, I mean, this water runs into that when it rains, and there's a drain pipe that goes in there.
Yep, and it goes right on down through Richmond.
I
Yeah.
said if they would clean this, I said Richmond needs something like this. You know, the beaches, we need something like this.
I'll tell you a place that I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It was called Morgan Lake. If you guys get on the computer and look it up, it was in Richmond. I can't remember the name of that street, but that's something really cool to read on. It was a big deal, like in the early 1900s. They built this big lake. Like I said, it was called Morgan Lake over here in Richmond. And like when they opened it, they had somebody that skydived or something, like
Wow.
but they died. Like their parachute didn't open. It was like a whole big deal. But yeah, they had a big steamboat and everything over there. It was like one of the main attractions. The dam
Richmond.
is still over there. There's like a busted up dam over there. You can drive over and look at the bridge. It's really cool. But
Well, Richmond was a neat place to live when I was a kid.
yeah,
Now there's nothing to do.
yeah, I'm from Cambridge myself. But
You're old enough. You remember all the rose festivals and stuff we had.
I've
here.
never been to them.
It was awesome. They
Really?
all week. I mean, we've seen here in town Sammy Kershaw,
Yeah.
Joe Diffie,
Oh, really?
Faith Hill.
Yeah, free.
Yeah.
free.
Wow.
Faith Hill was even here.
Joe Diffie passed away. Did you
Yeah.
guys know that? Isn't
Yeah.
that-
But
that's
they were all right here in Richmond.
Yeah.
Free concert.
Yeah, that is cool.
So it's neat. We used to have a lot of good stuff for kids to do, but
mandatory mask coming up Monday, I think
Yeah.
it is. So.
Yeah, a lot of cops said they're not going to enforce that, Joe.
I don't know. They'll probably want that ticket money.
Well, good luck, buddy.
Thank you. You guys have a good one. All right, guys. I'm gonna bait this one up real quick. I got a couple different kind of hooks on. Trying a few different ones out. Man, I can see why a couple of these fish have popped off. They're already dull and they've only been used a couple times. This one's not very sharp either.
Put that net back down there.
Yeah, we'll meet it down there in a minute.
Is that right?
Come back down, bring that carp cradle. No, but when you do, bring it down there. No. Just whenever you come back, all right? Whew. Standing in that sun for a minute gets hot, guys. She's a warm one out. Could be worse though. I'm gonna let that line settle and then tighten it back up. And then we'll head down to the other end, set under the shade tree. Whew. If you guys are just joining us, don't forget to hit that like button. That helps more people see it, helps it get recommended by YouTube. Try and see if we can't get a few new people to see it today and push ourselves closer to that 2,300 mark. Don't forget to check out our new video too. It's got a really good looking ghost carp on it. But these hooks, I'm kind of disappointed in them so far. That's at least 2 of them that are really dull. I've only used them, I don't know, caught maybe a couple fish on each one. And they're pretty dull. Got us a strawberry concoction made up here. Strawberry millet. I don't use strawberry very often, but I made some up for a couple guys and they tore them up on it. I made it with 2 different strawberry bases. If Dylan's watching, it was kind of his idea, to be honest with you. And it worked out pretty good. It smells really good.
Keep driving my car.
There you go. Oh.
Make that bait today.
I made it yesterday. Oh. Uh-uh.
Because I watched one where you were doing it, and I thought you did it then. I was watching one of them.
No. Not yet.
Because the reason I was asking, I didn't see my name pop up anywhere.
Nope.
What's Les doing today?
She's got prom tonight.
What? Oh, it is.
Hmm.
Wow. Who's she going with? You know the guy?
She's not going with somebody. One of her friends was going with her.
What time is that tomorrow? 2 or 4?
1 to 4.
I'll be right there.
And nah, they don't say nothing to us for fishing here. I get a lot of people stop and talk to us. You know, they see the rod holders and stuff. You know, most places you go, unless you're at like a pay lake, most people aren't used to seeing that, and they have questions and you know that kind of stuff. The people I was talking to down there, though, they were just talking about how nice this used to be with the swimming and all that stuff. It's not gonna scare you off because if you come down, this is where we're gonna fish at, man. We're gonna break you in right here. Do you drive down or do you fly in? Just wondering if you got any fishing gear when you're down here. I'm gonna write you a ticket. I'm gonna do a citizen's arrest. What do you think? There's a couple places I fish that probably aren't very far from there, so we could just meet up at a place over in Ohio, I guess. I'll bring my rods and Dylan, he'll probably fish with us. Get one on, you can reel it in or whatever. We're easy to get along with. We don't care. Might be able to even get you a video out of it. You're gonna have to buy you some fishing gear and keep it there. And then that way when you come in you can go fishing. What's up, Devin? I think there's a few places in Ohio that a mask is mandatory now too. I don't think that right rod is doing anything. Probably needs baited up actually. It's been out there for about an hour. Be interesting to see if the fish we lose today are all on those other hooks. Those hooks you bought, man, I watched your video on them. You need to give them a shot because I'm telling you, I stick them good with those. I wouldn't doubt it. They'll find, like over here, I hear a lot of people saying, oh, they're not going to fine you or anything. The cops aren't going to enforce it. I'll tell you what, man, if they can enforce anything and give you a ticket for revenue, I don't care what it is. They'll write you a ticket for it. They want that revenue, man. They said it was going to be like a misdemeanor over here. We can actually get in trouble. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
That clay.
See if he remembers to grab the carp ground. You dare me to scream, I want some carp. I better pass, Devin.
Right. Well, they didn't grab that one, man. I heard it go.
I didn't know there's alligator gar, and I've seen long nose gar.
Didn't want it.
Huh?
Didn't want that one.
I never knew there was alligator gar. You hit us all. I'll tell you what, Devin. You hit us off with a tier 2 membership. I don't know if you've seen that yet, but we're YouTube partnered with us to allow memberships, and it's right next to the subscribe button. You just hit it. It says join. There's 3 different tiers. You hit us off with a tier 2, which is $4.99, and it gives you all kinds of member perks. You get custom emotes that are uploaded just for you. Um, I've got one video that's members only already, but some videos will be members only, or members get to see them first. You hit us off with one, I see it pop up, I'll yell it. I will yell it, dude. Well, next time, man, next time. Or we can make Uncle Donnie dance in front of the camera.
I'll do the Jed Clampett.
He said he can do the Jed Clampett if somebody hits us with a membership. I need the money for my kids going to college in 2 weeks, guys. I'm already broke, and she's going to college. Tomorrow's her graduation. Tonight is her prom. The school canceled their prom, but they came up with their own little thing that they're doing. So she's leaving out tonight for prom. Tomorrow's her graduation party, and then Sunday is her graduation. What? What do you mean? Run it through there, Clayton. Has to go through here. Atmospheric science. She wants to be like a weather girl type person, somebody that works in the weather or whatever. Something like that. I don't think that'd help my fishing. Nobody in the weather field around here knows what they're talking about. They just make a guess. If it's cloudy, they're like, yep, looks like it's going to rain today. If it's sunny, they're like, chance of sun. Yeah, they might, Doug. They need to get them masks off these carp. Don't they know it don't start till Monday? I'll be honest, as hot as it's been and as nasty as this water is and as shallow as it is, the fact that we've had 3 on in an hour and 10 minutes is really good, actually. That water is probably 80 something degrees, 90 degrees, I'd imagine. It's warm. Big Muddy, you know I don't chum, man. I just come out here and throw me some bait in the water. We're fishing on the 3 rods down there by that no fishing sign. I'm probably 100 yards out with them. There ain't no chumming to be done on those. Even these other ones are probably a good 70, I'd say. 70, 75. I don't know. It's hard to cast in between this tree without, hitting it and then birds nesting it. So I can't give it everything I got. Too scared. But you come down, we'll show you. We'll rip on them a little bit. I'll tell you what, fall would be a good time to do it if you're interested. I know a perfect place. It's probably not that far from where you're going to be at. Sure do. We'd probably have a shot at a pretty good sized fish, possibly. But
Let's go to Muncie sometime. We get on that west bank.
there ain't no West Bank to get on, Donnie.
I drove back up there in Ted Maddox. Called it Muncie. Probably
When was it?
when Ted was alive. That's been 10 years ago.
Yeah, drive back there now. I went up there. You can't.
You go all the way around the lake, cross that bridge. You know that little bridge where there's a pond over there,
Yeah,
right down the road from it. To the
yeah.
north.
All that's growed up. You know where they used to ride the four wheelers at too?
Yeah, down in that
There ain't nowhere to fish down there now. There's one spot you can pull to and fish, and that's it. The left rods had two fish, Doug, so you might be onto something with that.
I know where we can visit. I fished it.
I walked all the way through where the four wheelers, where we used to fish. Remember where we used to fish back there? It was hard to walk back there. It was rough, dude.
That probably is. You know where office or whatever it is, where you cross that land road. I mean,
Yeah.
right there, there's a little pond back in there, part of the reservoir.
Yeah, I
We
fished
can
it.
smoke there.
I know. I fished it. They're all 1 pound, 2 pounds.
Son, I hit the biggest fish I ever hit that thing.
Donnie, that's been over 20 years ago, man.
I don't mean they can't be more big ones.
They're just not there.
How
They.
big was it?
I'll take a bet on it.
How much you want to bet says we wouldn't catch one over 8 pounds?
I'll bet you $20.
Okay, I'll bet you. You guys heard that, right? Uncle Donnie's wanting to bet. We're going to do a video up at Prairie Creek coming up soon.
Over 8 pounds, I'll eat one. Raw.
I fished it. You know how big it was? You know that one you reeled in? About that and a little bit bigger.
Difference with this, you can get out there where they're at, where I could.
I was getting out there then.
We'll catch some big ones. I promise.
Dylan, he says that we're going to catch big fish at Prairie Creek.
Let me pick the spot.
He wants to pick the spot.
Probably got
And I'm good with that.
probably watch me go down on live.
He wants to do it a live stream, it sounds like. I don't think I get good cell phone service up there. Yeah, Dylan said you also said we'd catch a big one at Fairfield.
You never did go, John.
We did go. We made a video on it. What's up, John?
I could show you where to go, but you wouldn't come get me.
It's definitely warm. We fished right at the Fairfield Causeway, man. It's all the same thing.
If you fish on that south side of the bridge, where the parking lot is, up over the up to the south, you'll get in about 20. Starts off.
We're fishing Springwood Park in Richmond, Indiana. And Doug, yeah, there's a lot of places I fish where we just throw a few foot off the bank. If you watch my latest video that's uploaded today, I think I even talk about a couple of those fish were caught just a few foot off the bank. Where we're at today, the farther you can cast, the better off you are. Trust me. It's literally just inches deep for a pretty good ways out there. And even out there in the middle, it's not very deep. Now the bottom's soft. If you try to walk out there, you'll sink in it. But
We can fish on that other side. It might be there.
but the depth is not there. And normally we don't stream on Fridays. That's what it's called. It's called Springwood Park. This is just a park over here. The lake doesn't really have a name itself. It's just called Springwood Park. If there's a name for the lake, I don't know what it would be. Springwood Lake, maybe? All right, John, you take care, man. Appreciate you stopping by. What I found out is a lot of the local parks, we love to travel around and fish some of the little parks because you just never know what you're going to find in them, guys. I've had good experiences with it. You can ask Dylan, he's done it. Never be scared to check out a local park lake and fish it a few times before you make your mind up. Sometimes there's some real interesting things in there. Koi, goldfish, big carp, grass carp, all kinds of goodies. Some of them have big catfish in them. Sometimes people will catch them and put them in there. And there's always that story too. That's the funny part. There's always the story. Somebody will say, "Hey, what are you fishing for?" And then when you talk to them, they always tell you that they stocked one. Them or their friend or somebody put one in that was 100 pounds back in the day. Or always a good story to it. Found the what we're gonna try? Oh, a few more. Okay, cool. I'm gonna be busy here in a couple weeks. We got to take and move my daughter in up at college. No, Doug, that is not the same as above. I have never heard of that place, Devin. If I remember, I'll look it up later. But like I said, I poured too many no-roll sinkers. I forget half the stuff that I'm supposed to remember. So, but like I said, we normally don't stream on Fridays, but we figured, what the heck, come out here and give it a couple hours for you guys. Yeah, I've never heard of it. But I don't know every place in Richmond either, so. Yep, we're in Richmond. Like I was saying, I don't know. Uh-oh, we got one on, guys. Hopefully it stays on. If it's on one of our good hooks, it will, I'm sure. But if it's on one of them other ones, it probably ain't gonna stay on. Donnie, can you grab the net? I think we got some people in a car that are gonna stop and watch. I know that hook wasn't very sharp right there. I remember. the water bubble on the hill.
Can you play this on there?
Guys, I called it. This hook is dull. I need to swap it out. I'm gonna keep going though and see what happens. It's not the hook I sent you or the one you had in your video. This is a J hook. I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not. This isn't a curve shank. Hopefully it picked it up. Looks like it's focusing on Uncle Donnie there. There we go, guys. But it's not a curve shank. This is a J hook. I watched your video on the hooks, the ones I told you about, and I know you said you were nervous, but believe me, that curve shank works good. These would probably be okay, but I've only used them for like, I guess it's my third outing, and it's dull, man. It really is. Hey, you don't have to put it to the test. Me and Dylan already have. Trust me on that one. Ask Dylan about those curve shanks. Once I found them, we started hardly ever losing a fish. He switched over to them too. And in the wild, we rarely lose a fish on them.
We're gonna go look at these big.
All right. This one feels pretty dull too. Well, be safe out there, all right? He got in both of these lines, so I'm gonna bait both of them up. While I'm here, we might as well get it done. Oh. This hook here is the curve shank. It's pretty sharp. So if we get a bite on it, it'll probably stay on. She's wearing them out down there. Let them run. We'll be ready for a nap. Guys are just checking in. Hit that like button. Appreciate you. We're baiting one more rod up down here. We got a big day tomorrow. Daughter's graduation party. We're going to be having a taco bar at that bad boy. Wife cooked up, I forget how many pounds of hamburger. A bunch of lettuce, all the goodies. As you get older, there's a couple things I've realized. When I was younger, I didn't like to go to weddings, parties, anything like that. Now I just ask, will there be food? Weddings have some of the best food, graduation parties, all that kind of stuff. I love it. about you guys? You guys like going to stuff like that and getting some free food and free sodas, all that good stuff? I don't drink, so to have alcohol, I don't even drink it. But if you're a drinker, that could be a big bonus too. You know what I mean? Most of them do have alcoholic beverages. It's one thing I never got into. Oh. Sometimes them weddings have some really good cake too. Big fan of cake. Sorry, Devin. Not screaming, brother. We appreciate you watching, but I'm too old to act like a fool, you know what I mean? Get kicked out of Springwood Park, dude. But I'll tell you what, man, this is just for you, okay? Type in the chat. I got something special for you. Go ahead and tell me you want it. Just let me know. I got something special. Dylan, you watching still? Are you coming over or what, man? Uncle Donnie and Clayton went down to try and find a bass or crappie or something. I don't know. Doug, I actually have used circle hooks, and I seemed to catch fish when I did it, so it's a good question. I don't know if a guy should use them or not. What's your experience? Do you like them? Said I have caught fish on them. I used to try a new hook about every week, it seemed like. Different types of hooks, hair rigs, all that good stuff. And it seemed like I did just as good on the regular old Pay Lake style rig. I like to pack my bait around my hook bait as well. You know, a lot of guys use method leads. And for me, it works just as good the other way. I can still pack it and throw it a long way. I've got a link in the video description if you're interested in checking out some hooks that I use and do like. Um, they're a curve shank. My favorite is probably a size 2. If you're going to use a pickup, I would use a size 2 and then use like maybe a plastic bead plus a kicks. It will stand the hook up on the eyelet of it, and it stands right in the middle of your bait like that. If you have a kicks on there. And they stick them really good. Don't hardly lose too many fish on them. Today we've got some different hooks that we're using, and I've used them for about 2 trips, and so far every one I've touched, they were pretty dull. Kind of disappointed in them. They started off pretty sharp, but of course a lot of people change every trip, you know, so it's probably what a guy should do anyway. But the curve shanks seem to stay pretty sharp for a long time. And for whatever reason, the angle of that bend, when the hook gets in their mouth, I mean, it really locks it in there. I went down there looking for a bass, and there's one right over here to the right by this tree limb that just jumped. Should have stayed over here, huh? Any of you guys fishing right now? Ugh, I see Uncle Donnie coming back. There was a bass right here in front of this tree.
Big tree.
Yeah. That limb that's in the water. What's up, Todd?
Stay clean.
Todd, we've landed one, and I think we've had 2 or 3 get off. We've got some different hooks today, and they are. I'm kind of disappointed in them right now, needless to say.
There's a bunch of them up there that shallow. They're eating something out of that mud. I mean, a bunch of them. And some of them are pretty good size.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna walk him today before he sets up, maybe. That's a good walk.
They don't really have a brand name, man. They're just Chinese-made hooks. They're a J hook. This is probably my 3rd trip with them. They stayed sharp for the first couple trips, but they're just they're pretty dull now, man. They'd probably be all right if you swapped them out every time you fish. I know a lot of guys do that, but I'm kind of lazy, you know. The hook I really like is it's a curve shank. I don't know, Dylan. Probably for a little bit longer. But I like the curve shanks. What size did you get, Doug? But yeah, Todd, as I was saying, I like the curve shanks. I've got a link to them in the video description. Me and Dylan have done really well on them. Pretty much the only hook I've been using for the last couple years because of how good they stick them. But you guys know how it is, always looking to try something new. Sometimes it's a win, sometimes it's a fail.
See an albino up there.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
That wasn't very big. I like that.
It's a pretty good size. If you guys are just joining us, hit that like button, please. We appreciate it. Yeah, that's understandable, Dylan. I don't know how long we'll be here. We'll probably be here for at least an hour, maybe two. Who knows? What was that? What was that noise?
God, one of them went off, didn't it?
Did you do it?
I thought maybe waiting.
Clayton's standing right there. Sound like a straw alarm. Oh,
To be honest, it sounded like it was that way to me.
yeah, there used to be some big ones in here, Todd. Not too many anymore. We did catch one. What was it? 2 weeks ago. It was what, 17 or 18 pounds, wasn't it? It was. I thought it was like 17 something.
Might have been.
I don't know. We caught a decent one a couple weeks ago.
I know. We saw a koi down there.
That's what Donnie said.
Yeah, we took a picture of it. It's a white koi.
That's what he said.
28 fish down there.
Well, there's a bunch of them, wasn't there, Dave? Like,
Yes.
What was that noise that sounded like an alarm?
There's a little carp fishing down there too.
Down there?
Yeah.
Oh.
oh, that's where it came from.
And it's funny, there used to be a lot. The average size used to be probably, I don't know, 13, 14 pounds over here many years ago. That number definitely fell off. Now it's probably like 5 pounds.
About little.
If you catch one in the teens now, you're doing pretty good over here. You got to catch a lot of little ones to get one.
One guy pulled up in with his woman.
Yeah.
I didn't know this carp fishing, but evidently they are.
Yeah.
Oh, what they're feeding on. That water ain't probably that deep.
Yeah, it's not deep at all over there where you're talking about.
Full of fish up there. They were feeding up there on something.
When we came in, I went around that loop and I saw a bunch of
Oh,
them.
did you?
Yeah, I told Clayton, I said, there's a carp right there.
Might have tried there sometime.
Yeah, I fished there early in the year, we caught quite a few.
I can't know where they feed the duck.
Yeah.
There this way, I didn't see any in the water. But from there north, I can see a bunch of them. And whatever it is must be falling out of trees or something.
We where we caught them at was on the other bank over there, throwing up next to them trees.
That'd be a good spot right there.
Yeah.
You can reach that, no problem.
Yeah. We was catching them over there.
I'll have a bunch of them up in there. I'll take some of them.
Uh-oh, somebody called that rod earlier. Look at that sucker, man, getting whipped around. I could tell by how fast that one was moving that that's a little one. He was ripping that rod around, guys. He's pulling him. Turn around and tell the camera, Donnie, what is it?
10 pounds.
You're supposed to say it's a hog.
Big hog.
It's a hog.
Big.
Yeah, size 8's way too small.
Oh, it just pulled
He
off.
said that one. I think that's got a J hook on it too.
I didn't have that much pressure.
I'm telling you, boys, we're about to have to swap the hooks out here. I just hate messing with it. I believe that one had a J hook on it.
I know one thing, it was a lot bigger than that first one.
Yeah. Isn't that something?
It felt good.
Just lean it up against there.
You gonna change them out?
I might change that hook out. Dylan had the same problem, but his ended up showing up after like 3 months. And the new ones have 2 lights on them. They're really cool, actually. Apparently, they came out with a different design, even. I looked the other day, didn't find a USA vendor on there. I was hoping to find one. You might send me a link to it. If it's got the new ones, like I said, I'll show you. I'll pull one out of the bag. Dylan gave me 3 of them. Yeah, in the video description, there's a link to them. Just know that with COVID going on, it takes a long time before they get here. But I'll pull one out of the bag over here that he gave me. All right, guys. Who all we got? I'll show you guys this alarm. Tell me in the chat if you want to see it. It's got 2 different lights on it. What? Yeah, right in front of this tree right here. I don't know. We just jumped out of the water.
I hate this.
I need where's my signal go?
Don't you like getting my graham crackers? I never get these.
Sally?
Yeah, I told her I'd watch her. She won't want to go and leave her mommy. Once she gets over it, she'll try out. She would never leave. Well, sometimes she
We'll give her a rough time.
It was funny, man. I'm glad you added that part where she kicked that ball in that one video
Oh, yeah, I think I
up
did.
at the summit. She was laughing and Blake was laughing. That was fun. That was fun.
When?
That was fun about it.
All right, guys, I just swapped out a hook. Give me just a second. I'll get this one baited up and we'll be back. This one was bigger.
Blake Lee came up and back.
What you said?
I don't know. He felt, I don't know how he did it better.
Probably.
Oh, man, he ate up.
Donnie, can you keep an eye on the bobber down there?
Oh. Trust me.
Just like look at it, because I pull it down too.
Seems to run in the Vickers family, right? Water? Oh.
Her dad's pretty bad.
Oh,
Oh. Where'd that Bob go? Yeah, Mom had it here, man.
Lee likes them sweets. Of course, we all do. I'm guilty myself.
Me too.
Somewhere I went down there a few years ago. We got a hotel room. Told him, come over. He said, what was it? Him and Bobby come over. Remember that place? They got one over here. It's a buffet.
Buffet?
Yeah, Clayton, what's that buffet over here that you like in Richmond?
Corral?
Golden Corral. We went there and he ate. Oh, I might get a little thing, and she's like, "No, you can't have any. I'll just get one." He started hammering down his sweets, man. He was hammering them.
He loves sweet.
Donnie.
It's up against the bank.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's pretty far. I thought you had a prayer at all. I'd check. I'll tell you something about moving. They hardly ever will bite. If you just throw your bait out there and leave it like that, don't touch it, they bite so slow. You gotta move it every once in a while. I'll say one thing, they got good shade.
Yeah, we did. I'll put my shade up. All right, guys. If anybody wants to see this alarm that's got the two lights on it, let me know. It's the new version. Pretty cool, really. Like I said, Dylan, he ordered some like, I don't know, like he said March or April or something like that. Took him like 3 months to get them in. But they had changed the design of them. I've got a link in the video description that take you right to them. And it's kind of cool because when it goes off, after the alarm stops, let's say that you get a drop back bite, he pulls it out and then he drops it. The double lights will flash kind of like a siren, or like the police lights that's red and blue. They'll flash for like 30 seconds maybe. That way you know what route it was anyway. Yeah, Doug, you were right. The left rod, it's been pretty hot, really. It's had a few. The other two probably need baited up pretty bad. We'll have to start swapping out hooks probably. I did put a new hook on that rod, so it may be good to go now.
You had a contest up there on the weekend at Highway,
There's one Saturday night.
but you went in one other day. I thought maybe you might have been.
No, they have a qualifier this Saturday.
Not that much.
You just pay in. I don't even know what it costs now. It's probably 120, 130 bucks.
But it probably pays like 5 or 6 bucks.
Oh no, it pays way more than that. Oh yeah. Depends on how many people you got fishing, but
You can tell it, man.
too much drama for me, man. Too much drama. If you guys are just joining us, hit that like button. We'd appreciate it. What kind of bait you throwing out there, dude?
Pretty good cat.
Yeah. That spinner work on there pretty good?
I like this gravel pit over at Cape.
Yeah, me too. Got the scooter crew going by. Yep. I had one of those years ago. Rode it through town a couple times, and everybody thought I lost my license. Yeah, I had all kinds of people. Hey man, what'd you do? Lose your license or something? Because I was riding a 50cc moped. I had to get rid of it so people would quit asking me.
You know, for the money, they ought to be.
Yeah. If you're just
Wear your tire out and time to junk it anyway.
gonna ride around through town, ain't nothing wrong with it.
No, no. Cheap on fuel. Get there pretty quick, too.
I wouldn't want to go too far on it, but if you don't.
That one you had on Becky, we rode that. I had that in it. We rode that all the way to Rusty.
Yeah, but those will
That's a
run.
long ride, man.
Those bad boys will run, you know, 80 mile an hour.
But Georgia don't run like 30.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
But we took all the country roads.
Yeah.
It was good. I don't like to go real fast on the country road. I kind of like cruising about 30, 25.
Yeah.
You can enjoy the ride. We was going to go to that covered bridge.
Yeah.
Never did make it.
It'd be a long drive.
That's Moscow.
I thought it was Madison.
Hmm?
Isn't it Madison?
Well, there's one in Moscow.
Oh,
Over
okay.
in Rushville.
Gotcha, gotcha.
One that tornado just went over, grabbed it, pulled it into the river.
Huh.
Never touched nothing. And the tornado was about from here to that.
I'll tell you
far.
what, I think it's down there at Houston Woods. There's a covered bridge right there, isn't there?
I think they are.
Yeah, I think there was.
I forgot about that.
When I drove through there, I think there was one right there. That's a gorgeous place over there.
I'd like to go over and just see how it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna fish it this year.
It ain't that far. I don't mind going over there.
It's not a bad drive at all, actually. It just a guy needs to put a plan together on where to fish.
Yeah. You know where the beach is?
Yeah.
Me and somebody went in there. I don't know if we fished or not, but somebody was fishing it that day. You got a good little spot right there. You can set up 10 poles, no problem.
I mean, we walked all down through that area.
They look pretty good to me.
To the right of the beach,
For a car. Well, there's some beach back to the left.
oh, there was no shade at all.
Well, now I don't know about shade.
Yeah, there was none there. To the right, you could probably find a shade tree if you sat back on the trail, but to the left, there was no shade.
You got to take that canvas or that.
I don't have it. It broke. I threw it in the trash.
Would be ideal for it, though, but
You have to have it if it's hot out.
if you did it fall of the year, it might not be so bad.
But it is a cool looking place.
Yeah, it is.
The thing about Ohio license that's cool is it's not like it ends a certain time that year or whatever. You know, like Indiana, if you buy it, what is it? It's over in March or something. I forget. When do you have to get a new license in Indiana? Maybe it's May. I can't remember.
I don't know about
March?
a lifetime.
March or something. I can't remember. But over there, it goes based on when you buy it. It's good for 12 months, you know?
So if you buy it in May, you're good to me.
Yeah, exactly.
What's that say? I don't think you can have some on there, but I think just a little bit pieces on it. You might stick a little fake, like bark. That piece of bark or something. Some fishes are smart, man.
Clayton, why don't you reel these two in so we can bait them up and see if we can't get a fish on them?
These two,
Yeah.
if you get the right one, I'll get the middle.
Let's just do one at a time because we might get a fish on one, you know? It happens.
That's what it's supposed to sound.
Yeah.
Never know, I might grab one on the way in.
Never know. Might catch a bass on that bead. He might hit it out of the water there. Had that happen. Has that got something on the end of it?
Didn't know.
Well, we fished somewhere the other day and it had, when we reeled it in, it had some slime all over it.
This water ain't too bad on that.
No, it was the catfish slime that we had on. I'm going to bait this rod up real fast, guys. If you're just joining us, I'll be right back with you. I'm going to bait this up. Had several runs. Tried out a different hook.
What's that?
It's on this one right here, actually. I'll show it to you. So far, not impressed.
Put something different on that?
We're using a J hook on most of these rods. On some of them, we've swapped them out already, but some of these are really, the J hook is really dull for some reason after only like a trip or two. So
that right there on.
We'll get this one baited up.
Cup. I'll stick it right here for you.
No, you do it. You do it. 'Cause I'm not gonna do it. So there's something wrong with my shoulder. My elbow.
Let's sit down.
Has something wrong sitting down.
If it hurts, stop.
Move it.
They'll be responding. They hit that little bug 'cause they don't want it around. They got any good deals on them new cars now, though. That's the way up. Talks about it there. Good time to buy a good car.
I saw like Ford, Chevy have 0% interest on like their trucks and stuff, but they raised the prices so much. It was in 2018, like mine, same package and everything. It had 36,000 miles on it. I think it was same package, same color, dude.
What year's yours?
2017. Mine's got 40,000 now. It just turned it yesterday.
25. I mean, I don't even know what you want.
34,000.
You got one.
These trucks now for like 8 miles, 60 grand.
Donnie, talk down there. Talk down there.
One little bluegill. Oh, he hit it, you see? He hit it with that gun. What we need to do is get rid of this damn mob. I got that sucker. Let me straighten that out for you.
What?
Take this all that line, look out, see that line? He ran, but they didn't catch him because he had all that stuff. Let's cut that off. do that.
Yeah, bud. Oh, we got some fresh bait out there, guys. Got some fresh bait out there. If you're just joining us, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We'd love to have you. That banana smells good. I know that. Making me hungry. Uncle Donnie's using a piece of banana for bait.
We walk down there and try to
That's
get one.
fine, though.
He's trying to catch a bluegill on it.
Come here, do me a favor, because you got good eyes. Can you put that on for me?
Definitely smells good.
I cannot see it. Way up there.
Can I put back on there now? Walk down there and try.
I had a good look.
I figure a lot of you boys be out there fishing today since it's Friday.
Okay, let's walk down there and try.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you, man, I'm kind of tired anymore. I've been at it. Oh, what? You take this. I'll put your banana deal on here after this. And, just don't guard on. You'll probably catch a bluegill. You won't know how to nail it.
I mean, I'm going down there if you want to go down there and put this.
What you got on there? Bass?
Yeah.
Go down and try for bass. You might hit your bass. Cause that's where one boy caught one.
There's some bass in here. I've seen them.
You can try to get a bass. Try to
He had a
catch
pretty
one.
good bass. Really. It wasn't no monster, but he had a good one.
You try to catch one with me.
I know I won't do it. Folks.
Uncle Donnie wants to sit down and relax.
I'm just pouring it out.
Go where that old dock used to be down there and throw out there.
That's about where that guy caught the most of that dog somewhere.
Yeah.
You see it that time down there?
I've
Here, I bet.
I've seen a lot of them. So I've seen. There's one guy that used to come over here and bass fish all the time.
Yeah. All right. I'll remember where it is.
And then
Thank you.
me and Bailey come over here and caught a few.
Oh, really?
And they was spawning one time, and he caught several right there next to that tree. He just kept throwing it until they get mad enough to bite it.
Whatever happened to old buddy?
He's getting married next month, I think.
Wasn't he married when we seen him over there that time at the industrial?
Mm-mm.
He was going through a divorce, remember?
No, he's never been married.
I thought he had a kid.
No, that was his ex-girlfriend's kid.
Oh, kid there somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, that must be pretty deep. I can hear that.
Yeah, I can hear him jumping in over there. Big old splash. There's one of these green worms. They keep landing on me, man.
That's good bait right there. That's a mince one.
Yeah.
They love these pines.
Probably be good bluegill
Yep. They
bait.
are. It wouldn't last no time till you get one on a hook. Them kids are having a blast.
They are. That they are. Who we got left watching, guys? Y'all could do me a favor and share it on Facebook or something. Let's get some people in here. Get us a conversation going. I heard a rumor that the more people that watch, the more fish you catch. I don't know if it's true. Let's try it out. Tom, what time is it where you're at? It's probably pretty early there still, isn't it? What time is it over here, Don?
Good luck. We got, have to go back on this piece
He said 3:15 there, so it's 6:15 here, isn't it?
of 6:16.
Yeah, it's after 6 here. That time zone makes a big difference.
What time is it where you at?
3:15,
East?
West California.
Wow. Already been getting hot out there in that country.
Oh yeah, I've never been to Valparaiso myself.
I have
You been there, Don? How far is that from here?
probably about 3 hour, 2.5, well, about 3 hour drive taking it.
He said that's about 3 hour drive from us. I've heard of it, just never been there.
North of Indy, way up there. Did a lot of work up there.
Yeah, we're southeast. Because he said it was north of Indy, I believe.
Take 69 out of Indy, I think. Go north. Way north. I think they got black squirrels there.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I know up in Hartford City they have them all over.
Oh, in Hartford.
At my sister's house, yeah, they got those black squirrels. They look fugly, man. They look like little evil squirrels, you know?
They're pretty cool looking, ain't they?
Yeah, they're like a real dark looking squirrel.
First time I ever seen in my life, it was close to Valparaiso. I think it was back to the east. We worked in a little town, can't remember the name.
Yeah.
I thought, what is that thing? I said, my God, you think it's a squirrel the way it acts.
Yeah.
It was a squirrel.
I think my sister said that they're kind of like those pineys or whatever. They tear a lot of stuff up or something.
They might do it. I'll tell you a good one. We went into Illinois, me and Connie had time, just a field trip.
Yeah.
We seen a sign that said, forget the name of the town. We'll just say it's Cambridge City. Cambridge City, so it was known for albino squirrels.
Really?
We went over and checked it out. Been known for that for years.
Yeah.
And didn't see a one. I said, let's just start hitting every alley. It wasn't that big a town. Man, it wasn't long. We started seeing albino squirrels.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was known for it had a sign up on the state road.
Yeah.
Known for albino squirrels.
We had over by my house. There was one for years. It was a regular squirrel, but its tail was solid white.
Oh,
And
man. That's
pretty much every animal around hated that squirrel for some reason.
no doubt.
Yeah, I'm serious. Birds would fly down at it. They hated
They
that
know
squirrel.
you're the oddball, then.
I guess because he was the odd one out,
They
or
don't like that white.
he could have just been a mean squirrel too. I don't know, but it was weird how it seemed like the other animals picked on him because he stood out from the rest.
I've seen a deer. They call them an eyeball.
Yeah,
They're not totally albino, but they got a lot of white on them.
yeah,
Well, other deer will kick its run. They don't want it close to them because they know it stands out.
yeah.
For predators,
Hmm.
buddy, they put that in the scoop one day. I watched them stick a horn in. He's another butt knocked the dog out of it.
Yeah. You guys got squirrels in California? I imagine you probably do. I like squirrels myself.
Yeah, I do too.
I used to have a squirrel feeder, and I'd sit there and watch them eat out of it. Chipmunks, though, I had to quit because the chipmunks was crazy, man.
Take over.
They got to where they was like an army going up and down the tree at the same time. One group was going up, the other one was going down. Seriously, they'd empty that squirrel feeder in just no time after you filled it up.
Wow.
There was a whole line of them.
You know what to do with it? And those suckers, they go underground. I've dug them up before. They may
Yeah.
have a cavity.
Yep.
It's out right there, or bigger than that.
They was burying it in the flower bed and everything else,
it?
man. Yeah.
Well, they'll put them underground if they got a hole. We
Yeah.
dug them up one time, Josh. We could have put. You see that bucket? We could have filled it up easy.
Oh, I'm sure they was hoarding that food so bad it was ridiculous.
Amazing.
Uncle Donna eats them squirrels too. He said they taste good.
Squirrel gravy, man.
He likes squirrel gravy. He said I don't eat them. I just like to watch them.
I love it.
But he likes to eat them. He likes to eat deer and all that stuff. Just not my thing. I like cow though. Cow tastes pretty good. I used to not be big on like barbecue or pulled pork or anything, but nowadays I really like pulled pork and stuff like that.
Ain't no better tasting meat.
He said there's a lot of rabbits out there in California too.
That's good eating.
Yeah, he loves his rabbits too. He likes to hunt all that stuff. Over here in Indiana, deer hunting is big. People love to eat deer meat, but I don't like it. It's just got such a different taste. I've had people put it in chili and all different kind of stuff, and I can pick it out right off the bat. If I'm eating something, I'm like, this is deer meat. It's just got for me, it's a real strong, I don't know, just overwhelming flavor that I don't care for. I might have different taste buds or something. But I don't eat fish or anything either. Yeah, Tom, no problem, man. We're gonna try to catch a fish, I hope. See what happens. We may pack it up here shortly. We got a big weekend ahead of ourselves. Daughter has prom tonight, graduation party, then graduation Sunday. We're gonna be pretty busy. Definitely gonna be a busy weekend. Anybody watching fishing the qualifiers Saturday night? There goes a Richmond police officer. Kind of come in and out of here every now and then. Probably a good thing. Oh, nice. Uncle Donnie just caught a bluegill. Yeah. Bring it over and stick it in front of the camera. Let them see it.
Now he takes a break. He caught that bluegill.
There you go. Uncle Donnie caught him a bluegill. Clayton's, I guess, taking it off the hook, and he's gonna show it to him.
I brown fly with a piece of banana peel.
Yeah.
They wouldn't hit it until I put the banana peel in on it. Well, he smacked it in the clear.
You hold the fish. Sometimes you just gotta push it all the way down. Okay. All right, guys. He's gonna show you the bluegill a little bit lower. There you go. A little bit higher. There you go. Perfect. All right, get him back in the water, bud.
When he hit that fly dog, I put that little piece.
Yeah. He had a little piece of banana peel on a fly and caught that bluegill, guys.
Try to make it look like a bee moth.
Use that rag and wipe your hands off, man. This goes to show you can make do with a lot of things.
Told you that's a spot.
There's a bunch of them that's right there. I see them right there at the top of the water. There's a bluegill
Down
right in front of us.
He already won't hit it. I'm just hit it in the middle so it looks like it's alive. You want the white face down for the fish.
Looks like we got a few people joining in. If you're just joining us, hit that like button. We'd appreciate it.
After this, this could be moss.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it looks like a bee moth.
Looks like one to me.
Go down there and get it. Just let it set out there if it hits. If they don't hit it, move it just about 2 inches each time. Stop and wait.
Look good enough for me to eat. Anyway.
No banana, got a banana.
Where's your phone at, Clayton? Is that his phone, Donna, or is that your phone?
Why do you need my phone?
I was gonna call Mom. Tell you what, guys, these little power banks amaze me. My wife got this thing for like $5 at Walmart, and it really does a good job. You can stream for about 3 or 4 hours with it before it goes dead. Where's the phone, bud? Huh? Where's the phone?
About due for one to go off.
Yeah. I gotta make a phone call real quick. Call the old lady. There you go. Yeah. Sounds good for dinner. I don't know. Well, in case his pizzas don't sound too bad. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds alright. Okay. Pizza King. Mr. Pizza. Okay, that sounds good to me. Save us a trip to Centerville. Okay. Yeah, did you check that bait? seems like it's packing pretty good. Hmm. I'm gonna head home shortly. Yeah. I don't know. Hour probably. Just okay. Go ahead and put the lid on it then, on both of them. Mix them up
There
and
you
then
got
put
it.
the lid on.
Let it go. I bet you won't
Yeah,
catch
set
it.
'em
You
in
don't
the
put
house.
that banana on.
Love it.
Little better twin.
Clayton just caught him a bluegill, guys. Bring it over here and put it in front of the camera for him. There you go. Back up a little bit. There you go. A little bluegill.
I'm gonna catch one without the banana, Donnie.
I told you.
I said I'm gonna catch one without it.
I bet you don't.
I know I will.
I bet you don't. Hold it. Ain't no piece on that, are there? Make sure you ain't tricking me.
He's not allowed to bed anyway. So.
I know I'm just doing it to make it try harder.
I think we're gonna get Mr. Pizza tonight, guys. Some Pizza King.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love Pizza King, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, they got their own taste for sure.
That's the best pizza around our area.
How much is it now for about
Oh
14?
Lord. The 16 inch I think is like 25, 26 bucks. Really? Yeah.
How come the tags are so high?
I don't know. Like all these other places like Domino's and Pizza Hut, they all mark theirs down. And Pizza or Mr. Pizza, it's or Pizza King or whatever it's called, they went up.
I'll tell you about that little Caesars is amazing.
You like Little Caesars?
Yeah, for the money, you got it.
I'll tell you one to try, all right?
You can't beat it.
And I tried a piece of it for the first time yesterday. When you're going through Centerville on 40 there's a new gas station called Casey's. Everybody talks about how good their pizza is. All those Casey General stores, those gas stations, that's what they talk about. It's how good their pizzas are. I guess you can get like a, pretty good size one too. Order it how you want that way if you want.
Wow.
And they're supposed to be like 10 or 12 bucks, I think. But I had a slice yesterday and it was pretty good.
What all did it have on? Cheese?
It had pepperoni and sausage. It
Oh,
was
that's pretty good.
$2.50 a slice that way,
Don't sound too bad.
and it was hot and ready to go. It was pretty good.
They say right up at this little scale, 20, we got this right, 35.
Yeah.
When you go up there, you hang a ride at that industrial road, and you go right there, that shell on the left, they say they got a good little dinner kind of type deal.
I don't eat at gas stations very often. I don't like their sandwiches. Some people love it, but
I think
I'm not a big fan of it.
it's a little different, most of them. Taylor was telling me about it.
Yeah.
He said, I think you get a little breakfast there and a little dinner, kind of like a cafeteria type deal, like you pick this.
But I know, like, if I ride with somebody, usually they'll stop in and get a sandwich or whatever at a gas station and stuff. And I just never have, I've never really liked, like Village Pantry, they got prepackaged sandwiches and all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't care for them too much. This was hot stuff.
Well, they sell that at Village Pantry too. But, yeah, it's handmade in there. Most of it is.
I
But,
don't go in them much.
yeah. I don't know. I always just rather go to like a fast food joint, I guess. Usually it costs about the same. No, Dylan. We've had a lot take off. I swapped out one of the hooks and put a good one on. But they're really dull, man. Next time I go fishing, before I go, I'll swap out hooks. Yeah, I'm running low on them myself. I ordered a bunch, but it'll be a while before they get here with all this shipping delays and stuff. My wife ordered me some of them cool face mask things today. A wrap or whatever they call it. You know, have you ever seen those, Donnie? Like people wear them, they can pull them up over their face and up over their head or whatever.
I don't know if I have or not.
It looks pretty cool.
I wouldn't mind having one. How much for it?
I think it was like 3 for $15 or something.
Well, looks like we're back at it again. So
Dylan said it was a neck gator, is what he said, but I don't remember what they're called. It might be a different brand. I don't know.
if you like them, let me know.
Yeah, I've wanted one before this stuff because you could wear them in like the winter time and knock off the wind hitting you in the face and stuff.
What color?
I think they're all different types of like skull designs or something. So when you pull it up, it looks like a skull or whatever. I'd have to take a look. She's the one that bought them.
They sell them down there. Not them, I don't think. But Liberty Bell,
Yeah.
you can get 3 for like 10 or something. Well, it's a black ones. You see them black ones?
Yeah.
Well, they sell some besides the black too.
Here, Diana, try.
Yep.
Did you go back to that same place where I cut that one?
Yeah.
I'll put you on a piece if you want to try to go there.
Liberty Bell had some good deals on a few tents.
What?
On some tents.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. I should have bought them, but I didn't have the extra cash really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't know he
A
had it.
camping tent. Yeah, they were Ozark Trail. They were Walmart brand, so I don't know how he got them, but they had them on Facebook Marketplace for sale. The one's a 12-person instant cabin. It's called a dark room, is what it's called. In the daylight, it still stays dark inside of it.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was like $220 or something.
That's an India.
Yeah, in the stores, it's $300 and some dollars, I think, or right around 300. And then they have this one that I wanted. It's called an instant shower / changing room, and it pops right up in like a minute. You know what I mean? And it's 2 rooms. But like, let's say if I was fishing right here, I could pop it up, and then like I've got one of them toilet seats that sit on a bucket.
Yeah.
I could just pop it up and then use the bathroom if I wanted to. You know?
Oh, man, that is pretty slick. You can fish anywhere, man.
Yeah.
No, because a lot of places didn't even have the restrooms open.
That's what I'm saying. It's your own portable bathroom. You know?
You don't be so?
Thank you, girl.
Oh, man, I'm done. I just like sitting around sometimes. I got the squirrel.
I was gonna buy it on Walmart's website a couple months ago, and they sold out. I think it was $100 down at Liberty Bell, which is cheaper than it was on Walmart's site.
Oh, man.
It also comes with a little shower bag too, you know, where you just set it there and it heats the water up and you take a shower in there.
Oh, wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
You can take that with you anywhere you want to.
yeah. It sets up in like a minute. I think that 12-person instant tent or whatever, instant cabin, I think it says it sets up in, I don't know, like 2 minutes or something
Oh,
itself.
really? I'd like to see that.
Yeah. I think it says something like that.
Some of that stuff that used to be a pain in the run.
Oh, some of it is. I'll look on his phone and I'll tell you what it says. Maybe it's 5 minutes. I don't know.
Man, yeah, at your age, you ought to have your good tent. Shower there.
Looks like they're 300 on Walmart's website, but they're out of stock.
I've seen more people park this year than ever have in my life.
How I gone now?
Yeah, in a second.
We got squirrel like that.
Hmm.
That tree. There you go.
I don't know if this is the instant one or not.
Man, if I had my house paid off, I'd probably get me a new toilet.
Oh my goodness, this kid just wiped out on his bike hard, guys.
Yeah, he did. Trying to pull a wheelie.
He's,
Started acting like to me. Yeah, he is pretty good.
yeah, he just messed himself up good.
He got a double shot. He got embarrassed.
Yeah.
I did it before. Got embarrassed.
Yep, we've all been there.
Is it real?
Middle rod is.
It's your baby. You get over and put his lips on.
See, look, hold on. Just watch.
That's when,
No.
it ain't.
No, it's. What's going? Like bumping.
They're due to go off. And, you know, I'll tell you all the fish is up there. And that, about 100 yards of it, 150 yards, and then the fish. They're eating something.
Yeah, it says average setup time 2 minutes,
Hanging on there. That's unreal.
and it's
That's a 12.
12 person. Yeah, it's a three. I think it says it's 3 rooms.
That's amazing. I'd pay for that all to see somebody do it in 2 minutes.
So, let me see. It says it holds 4 queen size mattresses.
Wow.
Maybe it's not 3 rooms. It's got a shade porch.
Keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, it says 3 rooms, 2 doors.
See what's cool? Set it up here. You got your board. Set right there, fish. Them rain. You got all your stuff right in the back behind.
It's 14 foot by 12 foot.
My goodness, that is a handy job.
So it's pretty good
That's a
size.
pretty good size.
Yeah, it is.
Store that right in your truck.
I don't think there's that much bass in here.
Pardon?
I think there's that. I don't think there's that much bass in here.
There's bass in here.
I haven't had a single hit at all.
I'll tell you, man, we just can't get too back on it. Ain't nobody charged the ground.
I don't think there's really that much bass that's big enough to take the rain or the spinner rain.
That boy, see red guy in a white t-shirt? Right in there somewhere is where you hit that bass.
That one guy used to fish for him over there, but he'd walk all the way around the lake, and sometimes he'd wade out in the water a little bit and hit different spots too. You
He
know,
went this way too.
I've never seen him hit back there, but where that one log is over there,
Yeah.
he would go over there. But I've never seen him get like back in there. But he would go down through here and fish and walk. You know,
That looks good down there in the end for bass too.
yeah.
Did he catch any bass?
It's just really shallow. Yeah, he said he caught like 4 and 5 pounders over here. He used to fish it almost every time we were here. I can't believe we don't remember him. Hey, John.
Did you fall or something? You've been throwing, pitching at it.
My elbow.
Well,
I don't know if there is today or not,
That
but
when
no, I was the only one there.
oh, no, yeah. I would have came up. I forget what happened.
You didn't miss out on anything.
Did it rain that day too?
It
Pretty bad.
it did a little bit during the day, and then at night it was storm. It was lightning and thunder when we was packing up to leave.
Okay, I thought it might have been stormy that day. But I had another really nice one. Maybe ourselves. See, it wouldn't have been the mood to go. Oh, chickadees. I had something raised. Dirty. In my little boxes. Nice old black cat. I got the babies.
Yeah.
He know they's ready to fly out. I come home one evening, he was right there, right where the box is at. I'd seen him checking it before. When they jumped, he really got 'cause I checked the box after he took off. There was one dead one in the box. The rest of them jumped.
Hmm.
I hope they made it.
If you guys are just joining us, hit that like button. We're gonna stay for just a few more minutes, and then we're gonna probably pack up and head out. We got a big weekend this weekend. We got graduation parties, graduation, got all kinds of stuff happening. Need to be fresh, ready to go for it tomorrow.
So we're going Pizza King.
I think we're getting Pizza King to eat, or Mr. Whatever they call it, Pizza King, Mr. Pizza.
Pizza King, Mr. Pizza, I think. Ain't that one of them in the cheer.
I want carp.
They're getting something out of that mud. I like to know what they do, what they're getting out of that mud.
I don't know. They get some type of nutrient.
They're definitely getting something out of it because they're loving it. Whatever it is, they are totally loving it. My dog there hooked this little albino.
Yeah. Where's the picture of it? You told me you was take. You said you took a
I don't
picture.
see how he could have took it. He was out there real hard. I mean, because it, it was out there.
I mean, it wasn't a
30
perfect picture,
yards.
but you can see like the light from the water.
Yeah.
I mean,
Uncle
we,
Donnie said there was a koi over here. He's got a picture of it,
we were hoping he'd show up.
but he said it. I don't know. I gotta check out the picture. See what we got.
Throw it up. On a hot day.
You ever watch him? What kind of? What is that, Donnie? A dragonfly type deal or what? Those big bugs flying around. They'll run into your line and bump your line there. See that big bug flying around?
See the thing like right there? Right there?
You think that's a koi? Watch out, man.
Yeah, you can see all the other carp in the water, but that thing.
I don't know,
It
man.
surprised me if you could see.
Just looks like his back is
It's wide.
out of the water. Man. I don't know. It could be.
Let's see it.
Could very well be a koi.
I'm amazed you could even see it on there because I didn't think it showed.
It's possible. Could be a ghost carp, actually.
Yeah, I dug it. It was definitely like this. I know that.
Could be a ghost carp, light colored common.
They're all white, you mean?
Well, just watch that new video I put out. It's got one in it.
Oh,
Have you watched it yet?
I've watched that one.
You watched the one I put out today?
No.
You need to watch it, man.
No, I haven't either.
You remember that grass carp that Clayton caught? That had that weird looking back?
Yeah.
It's got it where I catch it. And Caught that. Caught a ghost carp. Caught all kind of good stuff.
You're an Andy. You're an Andy.
What? Why?
You got a cap on. It's live right now.
Hey, we got some people joining in. Hit that like button. We'd greatly appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Tyler, we're using strawberry millet. They was hitting pretty good for a little bit, but it's been an hour at least since we've had a bite, I think. It has been a while. But if you're just chiming in here, we've got a big weekend coming up. All kinds of stuff. Graduation party, graduation. We'll be packing it up shortly. Just thought we'd do a quick little Friday stream for something to do for you guys. I figured it'd be kind of a small crowd.
Yeah.
Figured most people would have been working earlier, and everybody's got something to do on the weekend, you know.
What you use? Somebody asked Josh what you use.
Already told them.
Already.
Yeah.
It's coming through some delayed deal out here.
Yep. One thing, I gotta use the bathroom so bad right now.
Good luck for that.
About to hit this tree right over here.
That guy left.
Yeah. I need to, big time.
Took it after the Hearst side, you'll be alright.
Oh, yeah, I don't have to worry about that, that's for sure.
Got cheese too.
Classic Vickers. Uh-oh, something bumped the one in the middle there. One thing about this place, there is always a car coming in and out in there.
Yep. It is one busy place.
People sure do love it.
I didn't even know it was open.
Levon posted a picture of a gorgeous cheeseburger they had.
Did you know?
Oh man, it looked good.
On Facebook or something.
Yeah.
They're making one now. They call what they call that sign.
It was said it was a ribeye steak burger or something. I don't remember,
I remember. But
it sure looked tasty.
it's a blabbermouth. I think they got one now.
Yeah.
Something like that. I started laughing when they told me the name of it. He said, "Yeah, we got it." That wasn't fun about that.
Yeah.
Named it after somebody down there in Winston or
Uh-huh.
something.
This one looked good. I'm gonna have
Oh
to.
man, you went. I was sitting there the other day, guys. I was watching him come out of the kitchen delivering it to.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, some of that looked good. Jeez, whiz.
Well, that definitely looked good.
I ain't tried any because I get you like that.
I'll have to get my own fries from somewhere and then show up and get the burger. I have to have fries when I eat. For
Every
whatever
time.
reason, I gotta have fries when I eat them.
I don't get why.
It won't hurt to miss one day.
They just don't taste the same. Without a fry to go with it, seriously, just
I
burgers
know,
don't taste the
yeah.
same.
I was hooked on. They used to make a big fat fry. I never forget who had that, man.
Steak fries,
Yeah, these French fries.
Or
Yeah.
wedges.
They were, no, I like them potato wedges.
steak fries is what you're talking about.
No, they were just a big bowl. Is that what they call them? Steak
Yeah.
fries? The big, okay.
Yep.
Did Dylan play his golf today?
No. He went yesterday. He said he's going tomorrow too.
You go night fishing tomorrow?
No.
I'll tell you what. We're missing out on some great nights for night fishing.
Yeah, we are. I need a light where we can night fish and get a video.
Well, I just lay us on the man. Go down there, Fairfield, at nighttime. I'm not kidding you. There's a security light right there. You can see perfectly.
That ain't enough
Your
light
dad
for a
caught
video.
stinking carp. I'm not joking. There's every bit of that long one. I think it's big. It was a dandy. Two of them, I think he caught. He was fishing for.
A street light isn't enough light to get a video.
You'll get one there. I darn it.
Well, baby
It's
carp.
lit up good, man. I think it. I used to go down by myself and fish when I lived down in the Jim Mountain Road. You know I ain't gonna go by myself if it ain't lit up real good. It's just like street light right there. Go fish underneath it.
Yeah, that's not enough for the camera to pick up though. It'd be pitch black on a camera.
I wouldn't think it would, but don't know.
It is.
Get that little light I got, man. They brought me a little flashlight. You can zoom it up, and it's right that wide. You can just zoom it down to that. That's the brightest little thing I have handy, man. It's only that long, about the size of your finger.
Yeah.
Amazing. I didn't think I'd use it when I first seen it. I have used that for nothing. Comes another student. Yeah. Gotta have to wait. Say, I'm gonna check the bird out. Well, got a plane on it.
Yep.
I had to send my starter in. God's have it rebuilt.
Just buy a new one.
On my scooter.
Why don't you just buy a brand new one?
They don't make them anymore. That's I'm unlucky or that. A 1990 model, you can't even find a starter. They get away with it.
Hmm.
But I can get to 89, 87, 92, 93.
Yeah.
But the 90, they made them different too. I've looked at them, they made them different.
Huh. Alright. Well, what do you guys think that's watching? Should we call it or what? Think we should pack up and head out? So we got a busy weekend. I was hoping to catch a bunch of fish for you today, but those new hooks we were trying, man, they really let me down, I'll tell you. They're definitely dull. Couldn't hardly stick myself with them. Don't forget to check out the newest video we uploaded today. It's a pretty good one. It's got a ghost carp on it, some grass carp, some commons. It's a pretty good one.
That old hobby.
It's heard a bass or something. Did you hear that, Clayton?
Now what?
Sound like a bass jumping down there next to the bank.
In there?
Yep. Well, boys, I think we're going to call it for the day. We appreciate you tuning in, and we'll probably be back live Wednesday. We're trying to do one live stream a week, and typically we're trying to do them on Wednesday. So we'll see you then.